Hey there, welcome to the Old Computer Museum channel, and this is a Commodore 64 game. And of course this is on emulation on a Windows 7 machine. So this Commodore 64 game that is called The Day After 1985, The Day After. It typically, more or less, is supposed to be on the famous movie of the same name, The Day After, which is a scare movie of the Cold War with atomic weapons being used. What makes this game special is the fact that it has ugly graphics and rather poor sound. First of all, this is made by Mastertronics. It came out in 1985. It is a arcade type game, and the only other platform that I know that has a version of this game is the ZX Spectrum, and the problem with this game, even though this little intro screen is not too bad, is basically you are in a you have this little rocket type vehicle that you have to go around and fly. So we'll start the game here by pressing the space bar. So it's basically one of those little rocket type games. The intro screen's nice, but the rest of the game is unfortunately not very cool. So this is 1985, and you can see here it's Severn Software 1984 that's written, made by Mastertronic, of course. You have joystick and the keyboard playability, as you can see here, and so basically you control that little rocket at the bottom that's really weird, that looks more like a frog at some point. You can see very simple graphics, very simple sounds. So you can see here, you can actually go down and pick up more energy and go through. Basically, you gotta be careful not to get hit by any of the objects that fire at you. As you can see, it's extremely simple. There's no obvious or really hint at what you have to do actually, and except staying alive as long as possible, getting fuel, and well, there we go. So you go around with this rather bad type game, I must say, which is not really cool, and you know, just fly around. It's very difficult, I must say. If you want to try a game that's really hard, I would say the only point that might actually get you hooked up a little bit is the fact that it's so hard that you actually might want to play a little to master the flying of the ship. So basically you use the forward on your joystick to give thrust. And since your ship is with gravity, you gotta be careful. So as you can see here, that's not really good. So and of course you can get high scores and try to play if possible. This is a game that I give a score about 4.5 out of 10. Really nothing cool about it, nothing interesting. I don't really find it even fun to play. 4.5 is basically just for the effort of trying to make something. And it's a one disc D64 that you can actually download on the internet. So there you go. So if you ever want to play this game, which I doubt, because just by seeing how it plays you will probably have said, no way Jose, but it's one of those Commodore 64 games. Commodore 64 that had some great games, lots of great games, and like probably every console and computer at the time, also some really bad stuff that weren't really cool, like this game. So 4.5 the score, which is not much more than I would give. So this was the Commodore 64 version of a game called 1985, The Day After, made by Mastertronic. If you enjoy these look backs at old games, consoles, and computers and emulation, well, click the subscribe button. You'll be informed of all the videos we put online. And if you have any comments or questions about what you've seen, you can always ask. And maybe you have a request of a game you'd like to see, let us know. We'll try to put it online for you. And take a look at our other videos on our channel. We have lots of emulation stuff with Commodore 64, Super Nintendo. We also have lots of real stuff like the Amiga 500 and the Atari ST on real machines, real computers working. So take a look. I think if you enjoy these old games and consoles and emulation, you'll be pleasantly surprised at what we have to offer. And hope that you'll come back and see us on the Old Computer Museum channel. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.